5. Okay, personally, I'm trying to figure out, wait. Genuinely, deep down, I really want to believe that I'm not the drama, but hey man, I don't know guys, I didn't even do this hair. There's so many flyaways, so if you see them, I'm sorry. I haven't had anything to eat all day. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm telling the story time. Yo, I said I am so done. I said I'm so done with story times, but clearly God has other plans for me. And guys, you know what? You can't stop what God has ordained. Like, you genuinely can't stop what God has ordained. Like, this is exactly why I hate this room, because this room, do you understand? What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, if you are new here today, you know exactly what to do. Click that subscribe button, and for all my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by you. Yo! Oh my gosh. Yo! I didn't think I was gonna tell the story, okay? I didn't think I was gonna tell the story, but let me just tell you guys what prompted me to tell this. So, by the way, I just want to say, first things first, off the bat, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for constantly being like such a ride or die community. Like, you know, you guys have given me this year to truly just come, you know, towards myself, find myself, look inwards to look outwards. And I'm really grateful to those who stayed true to the Ultimate Fave gang despite me just kind of pulling away from this platform for a while. And to be honest, I think I did myself so much good. But then in the last vlog that I did, the hour vlog, where very few people actually said that I talk too much, so thanks for that. I spoke about, you know, my journey on YouTube and stuff like that, and someone in the comments, I think I'll actually find the comment, and said, you know, Naledi, we understand that you're trying to pivot, but one thing we loved about you is your story time. So, and I said, and I did, I thought, like, turning 30 doesn't mean I'm dying. Turning 30 is where the real shenanigans begin. Just when I thought the shenanigans were going to end this year, because I'm finding myself, the boys decided, no. We're not done with you, Cougar. Wazala. Alright, so I'm gonna be telling a story time of this guy who called me by another woman's name. It's so complex, it's so to the point, but anyway, and for today's drink, I actually wanted something different. I normally go for like dry white or like dry red, but today I wanted to try this Woolies wine. Now let me tell you why. This is the Woolies White Cape Sweet White Wine. I saw one of these YouTubers that I keep watching all the time who drinks like these Woolies wines, and I was just like, why is she making it look so good? So Woolies, you better blow my mind. Shut up. Oh my god, that is so good. That is so refreshing. So I haven't had anything to eat today, so if I do get a bit buzzed throughout this video, don't be surprised, but this is so refreshing. Okay, everybody get your drinks, because this one is going to be quite crazy. I'm going to have to explain quite a couple of characters in all of this, but yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of people, so get your drink, get your wine. I also got myself some snacks. I got myself these month-old Lays. Like, I bought them like a month ago, and the pack was open the entire time, so they taste a little bit crunchier than usual. So if you hear those ASMR sounds, girl, that ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. I'm a broke bitch in a rich girl's body. No, I'm a rich bitch in a broke bitch's body. There it is. Okay guys, without rambling too much, I swear to God, I'm gonna get those tops. I'm gonna make boob tubes first that are written without rambling too much. Hey guys, you are not superior, you are not underperior. So obviously you guys I'm done. So obviously you guys know I started my weight loss journey about 2+ years ago. And I say 2+ years because it started way before then, but then the consistency kind of really peaked within the last 2 years. So when this year began, my body was definitely at its peak. A lot of people were talking this, that, and the third. Naledi's body, have you seen it? You know what? Breaking news! Musa Kawula's on it. Like, everybody who was anybody was just talking about my weight loss. And I am not using this moment to talk about my amazing weight loss. That is so amazing. Go look at my Instagram reels. But no, that's not why we're here, okay? The reason we have all gathered here today is to talk about the guy who called me by another woman's name. So throughout this year, I've been single. I've been on and off, you know. Remember, there was Nathan in the picture. Nathan is still and probably will forever be in the picture at this rate. I don't know where things are going. I really didn't want to tell you guys in my vlog what the developments are, but I'll tell you if we get back together. Anyway, so throughout this year we had an Adam, and there were quite a few guys who approached me who were trying to get to know me, and you know, I was keen. I was actually open to dating. Adam, it was, you know, vengeance for thing, but Adam was in the picture, and there were a couple of other guys who were asking me out as well. So throughout this course, I go to this event. Now I know this guy, and for story's sake, but before we get to his name, let me actually start in chronological order because I'm trying to gather a lot of information. But there was this event that was hosted this year that I went to. It's a very popular social event, so it's one of those events that everybody kind of wants to go to. Everybody looks forward to going to this, that, and the third. And when you go to that event, most people kind of know who everybody is. Like, I can know 50 people at that event. You know what I mean? These are people I follow on Twitter. These are people I connect with on Instagram. These are people I've went to school with. These are people I've went to varsity with. So everybody will always go to that specific event. So fine, cool. Spoke to my friends, spoke to the group. Actually, TRH was there that day. We're like, who's going to this event? I'm like, I'm keen to go. Everyone is like, I bet, get tickets, we're going. Shabu, I go to this event, and I go with one of my good friends. I'm just not gonna say who this friend is in question because I don't want you guys to connect the dots. I go, you know what, fuck it. I went to Senzo. I go with Senzo to this event, and we get there, connect with my friends and all that, and the event is quite nice. It's quite laid back, and I think it was an amazing event in essence. Like, I went, and every time I go to that event, it's amazing. Okay, fine, but obviously you guys know that Senzo and I have had trouble finding love. You understand? Like, guys, I've even joined dating apps. Like, I've actually decided to join dating apps because I am so tired of being single. It's actually grating my coochie. You know, I'm not saying my coochie isn't being touched. I'm saying it's being touched by someone who is not my boyfriend. And this is bothersome to me. You understand? Mudimu nsware, anoint me. Come on. So that Sunday we go to this event, we have fun. I see a lot of people that I know. I even see some old high school friends. And then throughout the course of me seeing friends, I'm walking throughout the crowd just looking for people. I think at that particular point I was going to go get a drink. Whilst I'm walking, I get stopped by this guy. Now, I know this guy, him and I, we go way back, obviously, but I'm not going to shed light on how far back we go because I obviously, like I said, I don't want to leave crumbs. So for story's sake, I'm going to call this guy Connect. I'm going to call him Connect, okay? So I'm passing like this crowd of people, and now Connect is there, and then they're sitting as like a group of people. Connect is there with this guy, and for story's sake, I'm gonna call him Christopher. Connect is there with Christopher, and he's there with a couple of other guys and a couple of other girls, and I obviously know Connect and Christopher, and I think I knew about two other gents that were sitting at their table, but those gents don't really matter. Some of the gents I've known from living here in the South, you know, grooving all together in one space. One of the gents, I knew him through a story time I told about a guy on this channel. So these are my niggas, the boys. Shab. Connect Aish, he stops me. I'm like, hey, Connect, what to do, baby, da 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 da. And then Christopher's right there next to him. So for context sake, I know Christopher for a while. I'm not gonna stipulate how I know Christopher, because again, don't wanna connect the dots. But I've known Christopher for a better part of 10 years now. I knew of him, we know each other on social media, we followed each other on social media, like we knew each other, we know each other, like we actually know quite a bit about each other. Sharp. So I stopped between Connect and Christopher. We have brief chats. Hey, how's it going? Da, 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 da. I remember some guy that night. I don't know if it was Christopher or it was the other guy. I was like, hey man, you looking good. You know, weight loss is doing the things. It's doing the things that make the pot to be done. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, oh, thanks. Nah, Christopher's like, nah, you looking good. Connect's like, hey, my boy. Hey, Connect and I were talking work stuff at this point because, you know, obviously I work in the television industry. So we're talking wham, pom, pom, this, that, and the third. He's telling me about something he's got in the works and he really wants to put me on. Sharp! Now, Naledi being Naledi starts saying, man, Sunday is for lovers and you guys are here at Groove. Like, what the hell is this? Okay? And then Connect when I get my hands on you. Connect is like, Sunday is for lovers and you're single. How? Christopher's also single. Now, don't get me wrong, Christopher is a good-looking gent, okay? He is a good-looking gent. He's super cool. He's super suave. Casanova-y. Like, he's, yeah. So, Connect says, why is it blush and talk to story? Say, woo! The way you blush and getting what's from the I'm giggling. So, Connect is like, Sunday is for lovers and you're single. How Christopher's also single. I'm like, wait. You're single? And he's like, yeah, I've been single for this amount of time. I'm like, damn. He's like, how long have you been single? I'm like, I've been single for just a little over a year now. He's like, no, you're lying. So now we start going back and forth, you know, we're like gunning at each other. It's that whole sweet kind of catty fight. So I'm, no, you lying, you know? So we're talking and now we're basically information kind of come on. This thing connect, and then he stood back and watched everything kind of unravel. So he's like, no, you've been single. I'm like, no, I've been single for a bit, And then I don't remember if Christopher said something like, then let's be single together, you know? But I do remember him saying like, nah, we should link up and we should chill. And I'm like, yeah, we definitely, we should, you know? I mean, we should, we could, we would, we should, and we will. Sharp. So fine, we have that little, you know, moment, that ruse, that thing that wakes up the way that I never looked at Christopher like that. I always looked at him from a very platonic point of view, and I'm assuming he did too. I'm assuming he did too from that point, right? I've always known Christopher's a good-looking guy, and I've never thought of him in any other manner, to be honest. But then that particular Sunday, I don't know I don't know who was talking between me and this little Mary Magdalene, but somebody had something to say. Sharp. So fine, goes along, I end up, I think I get a shot of tequila from them. They give me a shot of tequila, everything's all nice. You know, when you got a fat ass, it's really a social currency. Fine, then I leave. And then at some point that evening, I leave because I don't know what I left for. Oh, okay, no, I remember why. So I got to the party, I had a good time, and then Sanzo had to go to work the next day. So I was like, I'm leaving. But then TRH says, no, man, come back. You know, come back. Let's take it to the top. So what does that lady do? She requests an Uber. She goes back. Go back to the party. As soon as I walk in, no, man, Christopher's walking out. And I'm like, how? Where are you going? And he's like, no, I'm going home. I've got a couple of work stuff to do, this, that, and the third. And he kisses me. Like a peck. Kurenenga flyer just so Cristo at that moment, because I am a sucker for romance. I'm a sucker for a man who just takes the lead. Oh, man. I'm a strong woman, but I become such a submissive woman to like a man. He's like, no, I'm leaving. I'm like, no, I came back because some of my friends are still here. He's like, okay, cool. Let me know when you get home. I'm like, oh, okay. He kisses me. Ne? Go kiss. Jehovah, if I can play back the thing. And guys, it wasn't even a Romy. It was nothing. It was that kind of soft kiss that sends shivers down your spine on some. Okay, sharp, fine. Then that goes past, and then him and I obviously start talking, right? We start talking and we start talking about linking up. And so this is the first thing that happens. So something happens and he buys me roses. Bashiman. Kisataba. Guys, I am such a low maintenance babe. I'm such a low maintenance babe. But anyway, something specific happened. I don't know if it was something, Women's Month, something. I don't know what the hell was going on, but Women's Day, National Girlfriend Day, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something specific. And I have roses delivered to my house. And I'm just like, again, I'm a low maintenance girl, so all the little things are the things that truly draw me closer to someone. Don't get me wrong, I would love a man to randomly send me 2,000 rand. Like, guys, and in my era right now, I probably looking back at it, it would have been cool, but I am such a low maintenance babe that all the little things, the intangibles, the thinking of me, because to get roses for someone, especially when you're busy doing things, you have to call someone, arrange, delivery, do all of this. So it's like, it seems like nothing, but it's the admin and the effort and the thought for me that I appreciate. Sends me roses. Iskaba matata here, you know, I thank him, everything is sweet. And then what do I decide to do? So he sends me the roses and I'm obviously gushing, I'm blushing, I'm so excited. And I decide, so I think I was supposed to cook him dinner, no, but that very same day, I wanted to return the favor. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me or my inability to accept sweet gestures, but I want to return the sweet gesture with a sweet gesture. So he bought me the roses, and as soon as he bought me the roses, I called him, I was gushing, I was blushing. I was like, thank you so much. He was like, no, you're welcome. And then we had a conversation and he was telling me that he's got a long day. I think he hasn't had anything to eat, this, that, and the third. So what did I do? I decided to bring him food to his house. Mind you, don't even be surprised, hey? Don't be surprised by anything that Lady M does, because he is one of how many niggas I did that for this year. Like, I am just so pathetic. Having the bars at the floor, that's at my house, okay? So I call him, he says he had a long day, and I ask him, hey, I wanted to grab dinner, but I actually want to bring some dinner over to you. Do you have any allergies? Is there anything you don't eat? So I bring him like some Japanese inspired food, whatever. So I go to the restaurant, I buy it, and then I take it to his place in the north. So now I'm taking the food to his place thinking that we're going to get to his place, we're going to chill, we're going to eat together, and so forth. As I get to his place, he tells me that he's just got like an impromptu meeting and he's got to step out. Mind you, it's like around 7 p.m. at that time. And looking back, maybe it's a good thing that happened, because I really don't trust my judgment on what I would have done at that time. I get ready, whole face, I get late. I'm a late bloomer. So he said he had an impromptu meeting, he had to go, and obviously that meant that I couldn't sit and have the dinner with him. Look, I was a bit like, meh, should have told me, but then again, I don't know what had happened, but I guess there was just like this miscommunication. But he knew I was coming to see him, but he didn't tell me about the meeting and whatever. So I was just like, alright, cool, bit sweet. I'm not even gonna make anything out of it, because that was my effort to him. So that's fine. Then I go home, I chill. I think maybe a week or two goes past, and he like eventually takes me out on a date. The date goes well. I guess that's the part where you got to know a little bit about each other, and just realizing that we knew of each other, but we barely knew each other, you know? We barely knew each other and like what we do. And now I am attracted to men my age. Like, I'm attracted to men in my age category. Look, I mean, that's changing a little bit now, because I would obviously opt for like 5 years older. I'm 30, dude. I'm not 23 anymore. But I can safely say that 30, 31-year-olds, 32-year-olds, you my niggas, you can rest assured that someone will love you. Like, God gave me the unfortunate task. No, I'm kidding. But I just really like dating guys my age. I like creating memories with people who are in the same age category. I like the similar experiences. I like the building together. I don't know what it is. I think I have dated older guys of whom I've learned a lot and, you know, I've taken away a lot from them. However, I just feel like with the relationship that I had with someone older, I took a lot more traumas than I did lessons. Or I don't know if that makes sense, but he took more from me than he gave to me, essentially. It was no different. Like, I could have just dated a 30-year-old who would have done the same thing without the money aspect. So yeah, there was no growth, it was just grooming. So I sat down, we had a date, the day was good, and then fast forward to when this thing happened. So after the date, I offered to cook for him.
And I'm gonna be so for real.
Where's the motto about a catering company? The way I ratang phela bashimane ka teng. Nka qala le catering company. Genuinely, guys, put me in a kitchen, tell me you want a cooked meal, and I will make it happen. I don't know why, but there's just this thing that is aroused in me when a man eats my food. And maybe the problem is I'm just giving it to any Tom, Dick, and Harry, and maybe I should be working in a homeless shelter if I really felt that way about people eating my food. Maybe what I should be doing is starting a mobile truck and feeding the homeless and needy, and not giving niggas that are not gonna meet me halfway. You're probably right. If you're saying that maybe you can start a catering company and help the homeless, that's where my food will be valued. But anyway, one day he calls me. I was supposed to cook for him that particular day, but I ended up having to go see my parents. My dad needed something quickly, but I was supposed to link up with him. That was the day I was supposed to cook for him, so I invited him over. We chilled, we had very good chats, and you know, we were just talking about life and stuff. We got to talking about a specific conversation in question where there was a name mentioned. I don't want to get too much into the deets, but whatever. Essentially, the context of it is that we were chilling, we were having a good time, everything became really romantic, everything became really hot and bothered. And then me being me, God, says, Ujeso ati, dimkwele. You understand? Like, you get me, you get. So now I'm feeling hot and bothered, and because I'm hot and I'm bothered, no man, this guy. Bothered. In the midst of all this hot and bothered, I get called a name. That's not my name, not the name that was bestowed to me by my parents. Okay, it was another name. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. What? Yay. Pastor Enigma, ujesu uthini ngale? Okay, ujesu yena uthini ngale? Ayisusijelile ukuthi ujesu uthesingani so. Kodwa ke, if a man calls you by another woman's name, right in the belly of right mid-coit, right before the pearly gates of heaven, ujesu uthini ngale? Jesu renkayo. I don't know at which point he had me fucked up, maybe between the corner of, you know, Jan Smuts and Rosebank. I'm trying to make sense of it. Mind you, thank God I never fucking cooked. But I was just like, guys, wait. do not get me wrong, okay? People make mistakes. I've made that mistake. Like, hey, I know it's very surprising to hear, but I made that mistake, and thank God it was with a sneaky link and it wasn't with anybody. I can't get into context of that because I'd be lying. You see, I know when I'm like, gore. Like, imagine Beyonce, like, let me sing that, boom, Anya, Motara, oh, okay, Kelly. When okay, what would you do? I'm just going through the motions of how I felt in that point, and it was actually insane. So essentially, the night ended, obviously. Well, things ended very abruptly, but maybe it was a good thing. I am a firm believer in things happen for a reason. Maybe it was just a sign that was never meant to happen, and that was perfectly fine. I realized from that point that, okay, this is not my person. Like, I really harbor no malice or no ill will to him, and I had told myself that, oh my gosh, I'm not going to tell the story time, because shame, he did say he was sorry and he felt so bad about it. But yeah, like, that just kind of ruined the whole energy of everything, and that was just the end of it. That was the end of it. I'm leaving out a lot of other things that he told me, which I would be inclined to believe that that's why he made that mistake, but no. Men are liars and bitches and hoes, okay? So yeah, he called me by that name, and then that was that. And then, hey, this year, ibilan unalo omong o shetseng mogotsi wa ka pelaka ko partying. Hey, how salimnati these days? Wait, bashimani these days. Bashimani are just, the decorum is just really, really lacking. Like, there is nothing left for us, kabashimani. But anyway, that's exactly what happened. Now, he did reach out again and obviously wanted, I don't know if to revive or something like that, but I just didn't take it to heart, because I feel like he expected me to get over it, of which I did, but I didn't, basically. I didn't get over it. It gave me the ick, and I couldn't jump back from that point. So I think he could just tell, and we both just backed away, and that was that, and then that's where it ended. Oh, and he kept making these terms like, you look like you're wild. You look like you're wild. I'm like, I think looking back, that was also the other thing that just put me off, because he would say things like, you look like you're wild, eh? You look like when you're wild in bed. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like, what do you mean by that? Like, no, dude. Like, no. Whoa. What do you mean by that? So yeah, man, he just did a couple of things, but I guess it was a funny story time to kind of just, like, you know, fester over. There were a couple of things that actually happened this year that are story time worthy, but I guess I'll decide throughout the course of Vlogmas if I'm really gonna do my story time banger. Oh, what I'm gonna do, okay? But anyway, comment down below. Let me know if you guys think I made the right decision by cutting Christopher off. Or maybe should we blame Connect for even putting me in the same space as Christopher? Comment down below, let me know. But until then, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next video right here by your ultimate fave.